Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wargroove. There was not an episode yesterday, which you probably already noticed, but it was for good reason. I got to the end of recording Endless Legend, and I was already feeling tired. I was not firing on all cylinders, which you know if you watched yesterday's Endless Legend. And I thought, I should give my Wargroove viewers what they deserve. Nothing. No, actually what I thought was, I should give my Wargroove viewers what they deserve, which is a good episode for a change, in a rested state, making good decisions. So, that's what I've done here. This is the first thing I'm recording today. It's still early. I am bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, whatever that means. And we're just going to do a double episode here, make up the lost time. So, I said I would give these puzzles another go. I think it was this one and the next one that I tried last time. Let's get into this for real. So, looking at this, I'm thinking we have to kill either Emmerich or the Stronghold, right? And I'm thinking it looks to me like maybe the Stronghold is the better target, and I'm just saying that because we have a lot of troops clustered around the Stronghold, but we actually don't have that many people who can reach Emmerich. Like, if we were to go for this, I get 41 damage in from here. Can anybody attack him from that tile over there? No, it looks like. So only 3 people would get to attack Emmerich. I don't have any ranged units anywhere near him. They're just... Okay, hold on. Let me try something here.
Rise from your
What exactly is the damage from a skeleton crit against a commander? 20%. So we could do 2 of those, right? And then somebody would have to do 60 damage, and we don't have a knight crit or anything. That seems very unlikely to work to me. So let's work this from the Stronghold angle, and we'll see if I am making a big fool of myself. And we have to go back and try to kill Emmerich anyway. Alright, if we're going to fight the Stronghold, we can almost certainly, yeah, we can definitely get 4 actual attackers in, right? Here we have 37% from the knight. I don't think anybody else can attack from the top. So that's, like, pretty much guaranteed to be right. And then the archer can't get close enough to attack the building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we won't be able to crit the building with the horse. Could we use the wagon to get this spearman up to here to give that guy a crit? We probably could if I removed the their spearman and the dog, right? So... Okay, well the harpy can't get to the building and can't get to the dog, but we can start here with a big crit. And then somebody should be able to take this guy out. You don't have another roll. Okay, yes, that is almost exactly enough damage. Okay, but I still have to deal with the dog. We can have Emmerich knock the dog out. Are we going to be able to attack the building from this side without using Emmerich's Raised Dead? Probably not, right? Okay, so that means we want to use the knight to do this, because the knight can't contribute to the solution in any other way. And then, our dude here can raise dead right there.
From your grave.
Get us a swordsman crit, and we've done a lot of work here without doing a lot of damage to this building. Okay, that feels pretty good though. So it's on 29% now. Yep, and we can just about get over to where we need to be. So I want you here. We're not actually going to get to attack it from all 4 sides. Is the spear crit? Oh, the spear crit's way more than enough. Okay, never mind. We're totally good. Alright, well hey, it turns out that's not so hard if you're actually awake when you're attempting it. Let's see if we can do the next one as easily. I do like these puzzle levels quite a bit. Alright, take Sigrid to victory in a single turn. This one does look more complex. So 45%... Or we could use her to just completely remove one of the enemy units from the table. If we got rid of this swordsman, we could get this guy to here, which would allow this guy a crit. Swordsman goes down to like 2 attacks. Okay, the harpy can reach that. So that's pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not going to get a crit out of this knight no matter what. So the knight totally might be a red herring. We might not have to worry about that at all. Although I guess this trebuchet can't contribute anything other than doing this. So why not? Don't hurt the squirrel. Just gotta shoot for center mass, you know? It's actually not trivial to get another unit in to attack that knight. Or to attack this guy. So we can bring him down. We'd still have to get rid of the spear if we wanted the knight to be able to attack Nuru, and that's not super easy to do. Although, maybe we could get rid of... If we got rid of this battle pup somehow, then we could have our hero come down and just delete the spearman. That's not terrible. Oh, also, yeah, you could just get rid of the battle pup. I might be working too hard, though. Like, let's go ahead and see how this works out. So we get the battle pup out of there. That lets you come down here and vamp this guy. Like, spending a hero attack to let the knight attack non-critically probably isn't actually a good play, though, right? Because we deal more damage with a normal attack from the hero. That would be 45%. You can take out this guy, but that's all you can do. Actually, if we took out the archer early, then that would let this knight crit this guy. That doesn't actually matter, though, right? A knight crit on a giant is still pretty bad damage. And you, it looks like you will do exactly enough. Okay, so that's cool, because that swordsman definitely does not have any other contribution available. Battle pup plus swordsman kills swordsman pretty easily. And I think the battle pup on the hero is probably not a thing we want to do. So, like, that would let us get through to here. But then, like, I don't... maybe we have enough damage. Oh, no, we totally do have enough damage to take this guy out. I'm putting a lot of effort into clearing the spaces around their hero and not actually doing a lot of damage to their hero like this, though. Yeah, the knight can't get in at all. Well, I'm having a hell of a time clicking on this unit. Not a great sign. Yeah, the knight can't get in at all, so we're going to just be able to do that. That's obviously not sufficient. That leaves her at 25. I'm putting too much effort into trying to, like, pull off tricky moves around the enemy hero, not hitting the enemy hero enough. I will say that this one is definitely more complex than the last one was. Part of the value of, like, looking at where your units are clustered is that we were able to ignore a bunch of possibilities in the top left of that last map because they were too far away to have possibly mattered. Here, it kind of seems like every unit could actually be part of the solution. And I feel like you want to use the Vampiric Touch. It seems like a lot of these are built up so that you do want to use the Wargroove to get through them. But it's also tough to pass up 45 damage. Okay, well, I'm fairly confident that the trebuchet either does this or nothing, right? Doesn't actually have a lot of options. And then what? If we're going to attack for 45, we still need to find 55 more damage. We can't put that together with just a spearman attack. I mean, like, the knight still does good damage. Maybe my focus over here should be clearing a path for the knight, because even a non-critical attack is still strong. So let's try that. Let's clear the path for the knight. Which means... You know what? It's actually kind of awkward to fight the spear. It probably is a Vampiric Touch on the spear, if the plan is to fight the, to have our knight get in here. So let's do what we did last time with the battle pup. You come down and drop the Vampiric Touch.
How about you?
And then just like anybody comes and helps with this. This thing worked last time, and it mostly, it exclusively involves units who couldn't contribute in any other way, so that feels pretty right. This is only going to be 30%. And he doesn't have the ability to attack anybody else. So we've now given up a pretty big attack, and we have to find a way to get enough value out of this to make up for that. Okay, if we remove you from the field, then we can maybe have this guy run up for the crit. Like, we can still do the thing over here, right? You can't attack the hero. You can. It's a bad attack, but it's better than nothing. Like, we do this. This is a little better. Wait, is it? Yes, it is slightly better. It is 5% better. Defeats. This one is trickier. We'll give this one more look, and then we'll go play some story mode levels. We've got to be getting close to done with the campaign, because we now have all the units, right? And then once the campaign's over, there's still a bunch of puzzle levels to look at, and we actually have to finish arcade mode at least once, just to, you know, see exactly what all that's about. There's a lot of content in this game. I think this is a pretty great package, all in all. So, where am I going to be able to get a whole bunch more hero damage? We need to find 20 extra damage. So part of the problem is I'm not attacking from the south, right? This guy moved up here to clear that space. But we don't actually have a lot of options to attack from the south. Like, this is the only thing that we can do from the south. And a 15% damage is not nothing. But I'm wondering if maybe we could be making a better choice on the attack from the east. If we could get the hero over to Vampiric Touch this guy, that would probably be pretty good. Okay. Once again, we can't move and fire with this thing. Like, we know this is the only thing it can do, so let's do that. This may not even be part of the solution, but it doesn't hurt us to do it. Yeah, this is a tough one. Because we can get, what, like 30 damage off of the knight? From the west. We could get 45 damage off of the hero from the north. Maybe I should be ignoring all of this stuff. We do have to kill this guy. But, like, maybe we do it like that. I can't quite kill him then. I'm trying to make this the knight and the hero work, because if we get the knight and the hero both to attack, then that puts us in pretty good shape, I think. Oh, interesting. If we have the swordsman attack here before moving our hero, we get a crit which actually does full damage. Then you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess all you can actually do is take him out. And then you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, actually that might be good. So we might be able to clear the path for this knight without spending the hero's move. Yeah, that totally works. Okay, so the knight runs through and does 30. You run in and get the 45. And that leaves her on 25%, which means that if we can get... Let's see here. Do we actually need the Spearman crit? This is 15. Oh, this guy doesn't have any value. He's not the one who attacks. It's this guy who has value. Shoot. Yeah, this is not good enough. I think I might have been closer there, though. That looks better to me. Alright, let's give one more version of that solution a try. So you clean this up. I think the east side of the map is still a little rough there. You could run through and do 45. But the Harpy cannot take the dog out. Oh, that dog doesn't need to get defeated, though. Because if we're not running the hero down here, the Warpup's not actually harming anybody. So we could just do this to free up the knight. Oh, the warp hub. The warp hub is a problem because of the alchemist. The alchemist needs that space. Alright, you can't really... These two can't do anything other than attack this guy. Or do a very small amount of damage to that hero. So clearing this guy out so that we can get the spearmen up to actually attack from the east is actually still a problem. You two together do not quite get the job done, and also we have to take this space up with the swordsman, so it denies damage on the hero. Yeah, maybe I don't quite have this. Alright, well, let's leave it for now. We can come back and try all of the puzzle missions that we failed at later, after we finish the game, maybe. But we'll keep looking in on these, on new ones, periodically, because those are fun. Alright, campaign mode. Forward. We actually have a couple of side missions to knock out here that look like they're going to be primarily naval, which I'm very down for. Does it seem like the game is louder? I don't think I turned anything up, but that sailing sound is really something. They really thought they were safe this time, but the Outlaws are in for a surprise. It turns out there is nowhere you can go to escape the wrath of Caesar. Grr, give us your treasure. Ha! Did you just growl at him? Shh, I'm trying to sound intimidating. Don't undermine me. Look, we don't have any treasure, man, I swear. But what about the bounty of the sea? What? I don't think that means buried treasure. I think it's more to do with, like, oceanic ecology and healthy biodiversity, and by extension, the notion of living off the land, or waves, in this case. So, conservation and sustainable living. We do have a pretty well-respected turtle sanctuary. Oh, turtles are pretty great. I don't care about turtle sanctuaries. He is a villain. Do you mean we traipsed all the way out to these islands for nothing? Why did we even come here? Well, it's a lovely climate. For heaven's sake, will you... And then the dog shows up. I don't think at this point they were even going to rob this guy. Caesar's not really necessary. But you know how we do. How did you find us here? Okay, that's a thorough explanation. I wonder if this is the last time we're going to be seeing these guys then. I think Caesar wants to take to the sea. That bleeding dog. I'm getting the feeling he wants us to fire cannons at Outlaws. It's a real Lassie situation here. Okay, so we started with a barge, so we can get Caesar across. They don't really have a lot going on here. Oh, so, sorry, there was like a lot of map left, actually. Okay, well, that does complicate things slightly. Alright, so we got this. We have some decent income here. Right, 1, 2, 3, yeah. That's an okay amount of money with which to buy stuff. Right, you have to be in the... Yeah, you have to be in the beach space. Okay. We'll pick you up, and then... Sea turtles are great, but... They don't really have a lot of ships right now. I mean, I guess they're going to get ships. The thing about getting a sea turtle now is that it just prompts them to buy a bunch of harpoon ships, though. I almost wonder if we might be better off saving for a warship in the hopes of getting them to buy turtles of their own. You know what? Turtles are pretty fast. We'll figure it out. Okay, and we could buy land units, but I only have one barge. I don't know that it's worth it to buy any land units. Flyers might be worthwhile. While we're not playing in puzzle mode, I probably ought to turn the damage ranges back on, since they don't work in a way that's super transparent. Like, the fact that the variance in the damage percentages changes as units get more damaged is not a thing that's easy to just, like, calculate off the cuff, sort of. Put ourselves in a position to maybe be a threat to that war barge, should it try to come around this way. And with 700 gold, I sort of think I want to buy a Harpy. We have to be pretty careful with flying units around the harpoon ships, but a Harpy is pretty dangerous. And it's pretty dangerous to everybody, not just to the people on the water. Probably the next thing we should buy is a cannon ship, though. I do feel like I spend a lot of time... I feel like I am often hiring units and then they're hiring immediately the counters to those units. That's not always great. Okay, so all the deep water spaces around here are 0 shields. Shallow water spaces are 1 shield. Reef is 2 shields. So if we're going to have this guy just stop for the turn, we want him to stop in a shallow water space. The cannon's going to shoot at him, and we're just going to let it. Okay, we can drop off Caesar. I am not at all concerned about Caesar getting killed by these guys. These islands are not yours. You just showed up. Wow. That guy's way into growling now. And I can't quite move to a position where I'm not on land and can attack the dog. Let's see. How much damage do I expect this dog to do? 80! Wow, okay, well. Yeah, 2 range is crappy. That's a crappy amount of range. I mean, I guess we just run over here and have at this dude. He can't kill both of us. Or, sorry, the turtle can't kill both of us. But I want to be in a shallow water space if I can, right? Okay, so they'll deal with that. And then, probably, I do need to buy a harpoon ship. Harpoon ships are cheap enough that we will be able to afford a cannon ship next turn anyway. And the question is, which direction does the Harpy go in? I'm inclined to send it around to deal with that. These guys can attack air, right? Because they are ranged units. No, they cannot attack air. Okay. Well, then this Harpy seems pretty good, but we do have to keep an eye on that ballista. And the question is, do we hire anything else? This barracks will be very helpful. We definitely need to like focus all of our early game effort on getting that, I guess. The barge can come back now, but it's going to take 2 turns for it to get back. So a land unit purchased next turn would still be able to get in. I think we can just hold on for now. Okay. Yeah, I did not really think about that. I'm keeping the land and the sea realms 2 separate in my head. That's a lot of damage, man. Okay, our Caesar's actually gonna die. Yeah, the bombardment ship, not a joke. All right, hold on. Let's try that again. All right, so I think a lot of what we did there was okay, but obviously not all of it. It is a little bit of a bummer that you can't just get on the ship here like this, but it has to be in the beach space. Okay. And I think this part was fundamentally pretty sound. Get ourselves some income. We might want to hire... I'm going to hire another merfolk this turn. Before I start doing other stuff. Because we need to send him out to capture this direction. Okay. Yeah, it's not really beneficial to us to hire a land unit for quite some time. What I want to do is bait the cannon ship inward because I definitely want to buy a turtle this turn. So the fact that I didn't buy a turtle seems to have affected what they purchased, right? Because didn't they buy a cannon on the first turn? This is way better for us. I think. Get in there, wait, how many... Able to transport all ground units across water. I just noticed that when I selected this unit, there was a green highlight on the ship. Maybe it's just like this is a type of unit that can be put in the ship, not this type of unit could be put in the ship right this second. Okay, nobody's in any danger just yet, and we're not buying anything else. Yeah, this would have been the turn that I would have bought the flyer, right? It's fine to skip that flyer. Okay, so we have to be pretty cautious about the cannon. Although they bought a ballista over here this time, which is a lot less dangerous than the alchemist, because I didn't have a flyer. So we can do most of the damage that we need to do to the dog. Oh man, the barge... Okay, the barge can drop him off. And actually, in that space, he's not vulnerable to cannon fire. And he's certainly not really in any danger from this group of units. So if I'm right here, I am attackable though, right? Maybe it would be better to just get up on land. Okay, it's a ranged attack, so the dog is still not able to counterattack. Even though sometimes units are able to counterattack when you attack them from... Okay, yeah, the dog totally got to counterattack. That's weird that it didn't show it in the damage preview. I trusted the damage preview, and clearly that is not a thing you should do. Okay, this guy attacking people is just going to get himself killed, but maybe that's fine? He serves as a distraction. Their turtle can reach pretty much everywhere. Man, turtles have too much range. We can move our turtle to right here and just try to punish them if they come forward to attack. But this guy can attack... He can attack that building from where he is right now, right? No, he cannot. Okay. So if I were to sit right here... The movement range of 12... Sorry, 12 water drop. This space is deep sea and is only 1 point, so yeah, we'd definitely be able to get over to whoever we need to get over to. But the turtle wouldn't actually be in range to endure any attacks. We just have this guy fall back as far as possible in the hopes of drawing the enemy forward. There's a pretty good chance that they just attack our buildings, I guess, but that's probably fine, actually. And then we'll just pick up our own warship nice and early. And yeah, it's still the case that we don't really want to hire... Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that turn. Our merman up there is definitely going to get totally wrecked, but what are you going to do? A trebuchet, okay. Alright, Star Turtle runs forward. That guy's doing that. Yep, bad units are attacking my hero for small amounts of damage. Not really too worried about that one. Alright, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm nervous about that trebuchet. That is a real problem. This is pretty straightforward, though. And absolutely something that needs to happen. You are just capturing buildings. They have a lot more stuff coming up, unfortunately. Let's see, I can run my bombard ship forward and die. Or I could not run it forward and still die, I believe? Yeah, I actually can't move out of his range. What about here? Nope. Okay. Well, one problem at a time, I suppose. So I wanted to attack this building, but if I don't attack the trebuchet, it's going to hit Caesar for 30%. Like, you need to get all the way back here. Does this guy have the ability to knock out a barge? No, he does not. I'm wondering if maybe the thing to do here is just because of the fact that the turtle is going to hit me no matter what. I wasn't really thinking about how far forward he'd be able to move in 2 turns, but they really can just go everywhere. Well, alright, let's hire the harpoon ship we know we're going to need to hire. And keep the cannon ship back? The harpoon ships don't... sorry, that's not what I wanted. They don't do lethal damage to the turtles right away. So given that the cannon ship is definitely dead, maybe the play is just go here, hit the turtle for what you can hit him for, and then the cannon ship will finish him off, or the harpoon ship will definitely finish him off, because there's no way to save the cannon anyway. And then you can get in the water and attack the battle pup from there. And at max damage, this would actually be a finish. Okay. Pretty close. Good enough. Yeah, we definitely have to start working on that trebuchet right now. The good news is it won't be able to counterattack because of the fact that we're next to it, and then we'll kill it in the next attack. So I'm not in any real danger from it. And this turn we want to buy whatever we're going to send over to the other island to assist. And it's probably something simple like a pikeman. Yeah, a pike purchase right here can move to that spot and get in the barge that's waiting there. Okay. Yeah, we just need, like, something over here on the ground. And I think that was better than buying another merman, but maybe not. Well, we couldn't have bought a merman this turn anyway. And now I am, of course, very concerned about the giant that is coming up the west side of the island here. Okay, I did enough damage to keep my cannon ship alive at least. No big surprise there. So we just have the cannon ship fall back and heal, I guess. Alright, you only crit from a reef. Yeah, you could just go... Wait, why is that a... 3 to 6, right. The top action being different from turn to turn based on what else you have selected kind of sucks. Is it like it's a huge downer. Well, I don't think we can afford to not do this. I would really like it if all of the options were always in the menu and just like the ones you can't take are grayed out. Because it shouldn't be the case that sometimes you click the top option and it's weight and sometimes you click it and it's attack. Like, it's a very obvious bad UI thing. Let's see, we could sail this guy down and try to take over some of the recruitment buildings with just slow ranged attacking the buildings down. Not even really that slow. It would force them to send something over here to deal with him, which would lessen the pressure elsewhere. You know what? Honestly, I kind of like that. Okay, here, this turn, we definitely have to hire a merfolk because we have to be able to reclaim tiles. And we just have to shoot at the turtle again with this guy. It sucks, but I think that's it. Because our turtle's in no danger from their merfolk. They don't have any place with where they could hire a harpoon ship nearby, and harpoon ships are not really that fast. Yeah, right? We just make him come all the way over here. Okay, and then the question is, do we have some other good thing to buy, or... I guess by attacking that guy, if I had fallen back and just healed with all this money I have... Yeah, alright, apparently there's gonna be some, rust. Apparently I might have to shake it off a little bit. I guess at this point I haven't played the game in, like, 5 days or something. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna give this another go here from the top. I think I'm getting it. Because, like, Caesar's dead now, and... He's not dead now, but he'll be dead in a second. And they're hiring dragons and stuff, yeah. Alright. I see that there's checkpointing. We could be checkpointing, especially in a mission like this, which looks like it's gonna be maybe the longest mission we've ever done. Certainly, geographically, one of the largest missions we've ever done. Maybe it would be a good idea to take advantage of the checkpointing. Maybe we'll do some of that once we get a hold of this thing. That might be a good time to make a save, just so we don't have to keep replaying the first part over and over again when I inevitably fail. I liked our buy order that last time quite a bit. Okay, so if we do this time pretty much what we did last time. Control of this. Work to get control of that. So if we hire a cannon here, or not a cannon, but if we hire a turtle here, then we are without a way to deal with their turtle. But if we don't hire a turtle here, we can't realistically deal with that with the cannon ships. And we desperately need to be able to do that. That's like a really big deal. So I think that part was pretty sound. Okay, see, this turn they did hire the alchemist rather than getting a, we only have 2 range, right? Yeah, okay. They did hire an alchemist rather than getting a ballista, which is a real shame, because alchemists are much better at fighting characters than ballistas are. So what do we do with this guy? Oh, 2 range, right. Could come right here and just start in on the turtle. It's like we know the turtle has to die anyway, and it's going to be a huge pain. And since we can't disengage this guy enough for it to matter, we may as well just get some damage in. Drawing the turtle back over here doesn't help us at all. We move our turtle to like right there, where he has a really easy path of movement to deal with all of their stuff. Drop Caesar off where he can do some damage, and then we have to get a unit over here to support him quickly, which should just be a warship, right? We have to deal with this turtle, but we can buy the harpoon ship this coming turn, now that there's no reason for the turtle to move over to this this area. Without baiting the turtle into a spot where he's a real problem for me, hopefully he will stay over here. And we can run things a little bit more intelligently. And we can do this a little bit more intelligently, which is not believe the tooltips. What I don't like about this, obviously, is that it leaves us in a -1 defense location. But better that than me taking the extra hit on my turn. Okay, yep, they do what they do. That guy gets cannoned, which is absolutely fine. That is absolutely fine. Okay, that worked out a lot better for us. Okay, so we've run out their ground units over here pretty seriously. They did still hire the trebuchet, which actually really sucks, like a lot. Let's see, the turtle can get all the way up there. I cannot advance very much. We're gonna have to keep the harpoon ship right next to him. Okay, we gotta do this, otherwise Caesar's definitely in a lot of trouble. Maybe it's just not the case that you can run Caesar over onto this island safely. Because we could definitely do that. But then the trebuchet gets to hit us for 30. And then I'm in considerable danger, because even though the trebuchet won't get to hit me again, anything else they hire will get to hit me for a bunch, and I'm at 38 health. Alright, well, you go and grab me this. Yeah, maybe... What does this thing do to ships? It's probably pretty good, right? Yeah, that's what I would expect. And I would also expect the cannon to be pretty good against it. Not good enough, unfortunately. Looking for one-hit kills. I only care about one-hit kills. Well... It doesn't kill a barge in one hit. The thing is, if we do this, then we can't move the barge away because Caesar needs to be able to get back into it next turn, depending on what they hire. Which means that we're not going to be able to hire any ground units to come over here and support him. But I guess that's just how it is. This thing is very weak. Yeah, I'm just going to do this, and the trebuchet is going to shoot me, and we'll see what they buy over here. Their turtle... Okay, we can safely move the cannon ship this far forward. Doesn't seem great, but if the turtle comes after it, I have my harpoon ship nearby. Yeah. Caesar may have to just jump back in the boat and sail away. Okay, cannon ships, okay, just like always, uncapture buildings. Cannon ships are very good. Okay, that's going to be enough for an uncapture. Okay, so that actually is pretty dangerous for the barge. And I assume that a land unit in a barge, when the barge dies, also just dies. Right, like that, I think that makes sense. So that means Caesar's dead then. Well, I guess you only do 60 damage at full health. We can weaken the turtle enough that it can't hit the barge and get the barge far enough north. Okay, yeah, that's not really that much of a problem, I guess. I do hate how incredibly slow the harpoon ship is. It's really not, it's not even remotely capable of fulfilling its actual role, it seems like. Turtles are just really, really good because harpoon ships are extremely weak. Well, with this thing at 4%, it's not really doing any meaningful damage. I think I can probably ignore it. Let's go get this one out of the way. Okay, Caesar just has to load up, and this thing just has to run. No two ways about that. You gotta get Caesar back on the mainland and get him healed. And then I can move to here and fight from a position where I have the maximum possible defense bonus. Weaken this thing enough that it can't kill the barge. And move the harpoon ship over to a position where it will be able to wreak some havoc and vengeance. And then we're buying merfolk for a little while. You pick up a flyer at this point too, but using a flyer to harass the landmass isn't actually feasible because they have an alchemist. I guess we're going to have this cannon ship in position to work over the island pretty badly, so maybe that will work. But maybe what I should do instead is just hold off and buy myself another cannon ship, because they are very powerful. Yeah, like establishing more thorough control over this so that they can't uncap this stuff all the time is probably a good idea. Flyers are pretty good on the water because of the fact that turtles are very good on the water and harpoon ships are quite slow. Okay, right. 3 space minimum range. Gotta remember. Okay, no, you are absolutely not allowed to have that. In fact, I will have it. Yeah, 40 to 60 damage, actually pretty dangerous. Like, they're going to have to buy some stuff back here. I'm going to attack this first, I think, and see if we can get control of that. Probably they will not let me, but I'm going to force them to not let me, at the very least. Okay, so you could get over here, and it probably would be a good idea. 441 does not leave us with enough to hire another... Oh, no, it does. It exactly almost leaves us with enough to hire another cannon ship. Yeah, you have to drop him off, and he has to heal up next turn. He has his Inspire available, which is powerful, but not until we get some more land units, unfortunately. And I think that's it. I think we're good. We have local control again. It's going to take a while for this harpoon ship to get over where it's any kind of threat. But we still have some recapping to do, and we have to watch out for the trebuchet. Okay, so they did buy a ship back there to fight with us. They also bought a dragon, because that's what their income is like. Knock this guy out pretty easily. Caesar definitely needs to reinforce the foal. This thing also needs to reinforce so that we don't accidentally get it killed trying to drop troops off. I would love it if we could bait this thing into coming forward a little bit. It's going to be a slow process building the harpoon ship back up, but it doesn't need to be powerful immediately. Okay, so the turtle got up, and now we just attack, like, income structures or something? Where's the turtle able to reach? So we can back up to here and just try to lower their income. If the turtle wants to come after me, I can get up on land and get away from him. And he can't attack buildings. That's actually, yeah, he's not too much of a threat. Okay, I'm reasonably happy with that. I'll tell you what, I seriously doubt we're going to get very many stars on this one. That dragon, on the other hand, the dragon is going to be a problem. Okay, so he can just barely attack off the coast. We can move to here in total safety and just bombard the holy hell out of these units. Who do I care about more? I probably care about the knight more. It's a little harder to fight knights, but they're both pretty good units. Oh, I just barely can't reach them. Yeah, that's a shame. Okay, you moved to a position of perfect safety and cowardice. Let's get ourselves a capture here. Get my income back. Turtle can wait pretty nearby. Yeah, the turtle can wait like here. I'm going to use this building, probably to heal the harpoon ship back up. Then I guess we'll just load Caesar back up. With the two cannon ships bombarding over here, I think we should be able to get control of that area enough for him to be able to run up and capture the barracks. And they're going to have to run some flying units over here to deal with this guy. Basically, this guy is doing a great job of being a huge distraction. Because the question is, do we need ships in the local area, or do we need a flyer more? Honestly, a witch would be pretty cool to have, since we know we're going to have to fight a dragon soon. And maybe for that reason I should take it easy this turn. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 income. That's probably like on the overview screen or something, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Let me just check that. Alright. So we have 800 income. We will be able to buy a witch next turn. I don't think there's any way that we lose a building this turn. So we'll be able to buy a witch no matter what we do this turn, which kind of makes me want to buy a harpy this turn. Try to get out over here and provide some stuff. We can keep the area around the harpy free of alchemists using our ships, and we can keep the area free of flying units using our witch, which we'll buy next turn. Okay, how much damage does a severely wounded cannon ship do to a building? Honestly, still not bad. It's more health than the cannon unit itself had. We do have to keep an eye on that turtle. The alchemist is a coward. You just sit right here and finish this guy off. Because he stopped on the other side of the bridge, we're not quite in position to do anything to him yet. Definitely want to get you up next to... Here, I'm just trying to figure out, like, who is shooting at what here. Can't quite make it to the beach. The beach down here, I mean. You can only shoot at this knight, so I guess you will shoot at that knight. Doing so from here is perfectly safe. That's pretty good. We could, I guess, just uncap this building instead, but they'll just recap it. Yeah, so I can devastate this thing, removing their major threat in the area. You up here where you can get on land and do some work next turn. Have the flyers start heading in this general direction. Okay. Feeling pretty okay about that. I'm gonna have my turtle get over here and get ready for their turtle. Definitely want to buy myself a witch to defend my flyer and also to deal with that dragon. And you, I assume, will be killed in a single hit by the dragon? Yeah. If I get back in the water, I can probably uncap this building entirely. Like, this guy's dead for sure, right? Anywhere I go on land, I'm dragoned. Anywhere I go in the water, I am sea turtled, but I have bent the trajectory of their units quite a bit, and they're not going to be able to recapture this next turn, so they're losing at least 2 turns of income from that building. I think that was pretty good. We paid 250 gold to make them lose 200 gold and also to screw up their battle movement for a while. Hard to put a number value on that, but it's certainly not 0. So yeah, we're really not in a place to buy anything else at this moment, though. Yeah, like, we probably delayed that dragon from getting to us by at least 2 turns. That is definitely worth something. Most of their units are just fleeing from us over on the west side. That guy put himself in a position where I get to crit him first, which I love. Sometimes right-clicking lets you speed up the enemy units, but sometimes it just makes your own... sometimes it just reveals the... Oh, I can't shoot it from there, darn it. Sometimes it just shows you what the tile type of the tile you're on is, which is a silly thing for it to do, because you definitely already know that. Alright, so we can almost uncap this building. And definitely uncap this guy. Okay, so now they can't hire any more units here, and I'm honestly starting to feel like we're in pretty good shape. We have a pretty great crit on this one. 75 to 90 is a pretty big range of variance. Let's hope we hit closer to 90. Wow, that was minimum damage. Which means we take a lot more damage on the counterattack. Yeah, minimum damage, huh? That's crappy. Do have to watch the harpoon ship, because we know the harpoon ship can attack flyers. And I gotta make sure I don't accidentally fly into range of their guy first. Okay, so what are we doing with our money? I mean, I'll back up a little bit. I don't want their thing to be able to fire first, and if I move forward to heal, that's exactly what will happen. We'll take a bit of a softer heal. I sort of want to just hire another harpoon ship. Harpoon ships are really bad at moving. They're sort of like spearmen, right? Harpoon ships are really bad at moving, but we could just have 1 or 2 harpoon ships in this area, just hanging out over here, and that would make it very difficult for them to approach us with flying units or anything other than a cannon. That might be the thing to do. Or we could just buy another harpy, and then next turn get a cannon ship of our own, because the cannon ships are awfully good. And they are not running an awful lot of turtles right now. That's not really good logic, though, because turtles are so fast. They can be just about anywhere in 2 turns. I think I want another harpoon ship. I'll feel a little safer with another harpoon ship. We'll have this one head south. Okay. So, next turn we will probably get control of the barracks, but we won't actually be able to buy anything from it until the turn after that, remember. Is this going to be a one-shot? No, okay. And actually, I really appreciate that dragon taking some damage, because those things are a real pain to kill. Interesting. Not sure I understand that as a move. Oh, I guess in that version of the attack, even though he does hardly any damage, he also doesn't take any damage. That makes sense. I guess I see why you want to do that. Okay, we definitely want to get some of these cannon ships killing this guy. Oh my god, that's good. Cannon ships are ridiculous. Okay, so I think I'm going to have the merman capture this so that we can have... Actually, I could probably just... Could I knock that building all the way out? Oh, well, I'm not going to be able to hit it with a crit. No, but I could uncapture it this turn. And I actually can't hit anything else with this guy. Except, you know, a swordsman that I don't care about at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Making sure that the giant wasn't going to suddenly be able to attack Caesar. But this is totally reasonable. And you don't have any role except to go back and... I guess? Right? Like, I don't think the barge has much play at all at this point. This seems like they maybe missed a trick here. They're going to get to uncap this building if I don't witch the dragon right now, and I can't witch the dragon right now. So I guess they get to uncap my building. Yeah, a couple of harpoon ships and a witch is going to make them just unable to use flying units over here, and I like that quite a bit. That's very good for us. Keep my turtle out of harpoon range. Not strictly necessary, because again, the harpoon ships do seem to be just sort of like, it's like a game of rock, paper, scissors, where scissors is really, really bad. What do we want to do with this guy right now? I want to stay just out of range of their harpoon. I guess I can go here and finish reinforcing. That'll take us down below the amount to hire another cannon, though. Here, let's hire the cannon, and then we'll do this. Oh no. I'm not carrying ones over here, and it has not yet been a long day. I have no excuse this time. I'm just dumb. That guy just barely can't hit Caesar, but we're going to have to take him pretty seriously. Well, he's at 20%. I guess we don't have to take him that seriously. With us having established a beachhead, things are a lot easier now. These guys do get to do what? It's like 35? Whoa! Oh, it's like 35 before a crit. Right. So actually, we lose that harpoon ship, but fortunately, we have another one in the area. Yep, they mostly have to run away. I like the play of running up here and recapturing the building. That's very spiteful. So what is going to be the best use of the cannon ship right now? Like, I definitely want to keep moving around because I want to be a threat to that thing. If we get control of that thing, they're going to have an extremely hard time putting any pressure forth. I don't need a cannon. I guess let's just uncap the building with it, because this guy has this all the way under control. He should probably... How much damage do we do to the ballista? And the ballista does pretty soft damage to ships, actually, but I can make it really weak. And everything else that's over here is already really weak. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. That's a pretty good bit of randomness on our part. They're trying to make me not want to kill their dragon. And it's working. Just keep providing me other stuff that I can shoot. Okay, I do have to be a little cautious of the dragon. I want to make sure that I don't accidentally like run a cannon ship into fire range. But this seems pretty good. Okay, so I can just use my turtle to finish that thing off. That's probably the right play. I'm really not worried about taking a hit from their merman. We can just have the turtle run back and be perfectly safe. And then you... 6 range, right? I need to move like 1 space. Start softening that guy up. I'm gonna hire myself another merfolk. Somebody's gonna have to recapture this, and he can provide the same degree of annoyance that he provided earlier. And I think at this point, I guess I don't really want to get hit by that spearman for free. Yeah, I can just recap this from right here. I do not think that it is worth fighting that swordsman. He will die passively fighting me. Liar's in a good spot. You just get over here. 473 gold remaining. Probably buys us something over here, right? Anything we buy is going to probably get immediately shot by the trebuchet, but not for very much, because it's quite injured. but I don't know that I want to spend a lot. I kind of want to save up to have my own trebuchet, right? So maybe we just get ourselves a pike? Honestly, we could even get a sword. Yeah, I'm going to get a sword. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, this is a safe place. Because I'm thinking, like, with Caesar being over here and the fact that this unit is probably going to move with Caesar pretty much all the time, a swordsman is actually probably okay. So they successfully uncap that, which is annoying more than anything, not a big danger. Yeah, trebuchet is going to do damage to the building. They should feel free to spend all of their actions uncapping that one building over and over again. You have to watch out for that cannon ship. And yeah, this is exactly what we knew would happen. That guy's going to do not actually any damage at all. Alright, so from here I have a crit on this building. That is a job for our merfolk. May as well finish off the trebuchet because you have nothing else to do. You probably just shoot that archer. No ranged units allowed. This feels like overkill. Okay. That's nice and easy. Come on. Aw. Hoping for an actual kill there. Alright. I think I actually... Should I just recap the building? Kind of ignore this dude? He doesn't have enough health to do anything meaningful. I think I'm just going to recap the building right in front of him. Go ahead, take it again. Okay, we have to be a little cautious of their ship. My turtle is not healthy enough to deal with it right now. Because I really do want a trebuchet over here. So you can fall back and heal for as much as you can heal for out of the gold we have left. You're fine where you are. Although... So, I only have 4 range. I can't... Yeah, if I want to attack him, I have to move to a spot where I'm attackable by their cannon. Although, in this spot, I'm not critical attackable by their cannon, right? Because it can't get to the beach on the north side of the bridge, and this beach space is... Yeah, from here I'm... I don't know. We could just go to here. Right, this is pretty safe. It's a lot of damage. That's good enough. I don't need to kill this thing right now. You weaken a unit enough, that's almost the same thing as killing it. Okay. Think we're good then? Oh no, the merfolk does need to move. Caesar needs to move. And I don't think there's much reason for Caesar to do anything other than run forward the maximum amount. Swordsman here will get hit by a spear, and here will not, so let's do that. And Caesar with Inspire and a trebuchet behind him is a real danger. Pretty sure trebuchets can attack when they've been inspired, right? It's like, technically, I guess they've moved that game turn, but it gives them a brand new turn on which they have not moved. I'm not actually sure how it works. That's not a lot of damage, and you're going to take a lot of damage doing it. Okay, so they've sacrificed this cannon ship. They've moved a turtle up to punish my cannon ship. Okay. Yes, they sacrificed the cannon ship here. We probably want to do this from this side. They don't really have any way to punish me. I'm not going to quite get the kill, but I will set up the kill pretty effectively. Can you... Oh, I cannot quite get close enough to shoot at that witch. That's a shame. I might be able to if this guy was dead. How much movement do you have? 4? Nope, I won't. Okay, well... And they're being pretty careful about not quite putting their witch in range of my witch. So, I want to get closer. But I also want to make sure that we can kill off something here. What do I actually care about? I guess, given the very, very low percentages of everything else, this guy is the major threat. I don't want my cannon ship to have to deal with him because I want my cannon ship to be shooting at stuff coming across the bridge. So yeah, I guess let's do this. This is not a guaranteed kill, but it is guaranteed to get him down to, at best, 2%. Alright, then this cannon could just shoot that guy on the bridge, but I guess we... Actually, this cannon should just heal up, right? They can't move in safely. I've never used Hex. We should remember that we have Hex. Harpy can safely attack this guy from here. But the Harpy could also come over here and threaten the dragon. Yeah, we don't need a Harpy attack this turn. So I have range from right here on that turtle. Because it's a crit, it's pretty good. You get on the other side of the bridge and you will not quite be able to hit the turtle. Okay, I think this is fine. Yeah, I definitely don't want to move because I don't want to lose my beach. Ah, under 50. That's a shame. So, like, let's have the swordsman do this. If Caesar runs forward and attacks right here, I won't quite kill this guy, and then he'll hurl himself against me and die. And then the knight will attack me. So I will take quite a bit of damage. Definitely want to get you over here, trying to gain control of that thing. So maybe what I want to do actually is come over here and not attack. And the value of that is that he'll no longer take enough damage on the counterattack for him to die. Although I suppose the way what I could do to handle this is just kill that knight with a crit. Puts me in range of the trebuchet, ooh, and also this harpoon ship. What if I shoot at the knight from here? That's still a lot of damage. Yeah, okay. That makes me feel a lot better about just going all out. And that makes it pretty safe to do this, and now they can't even approach the bridge anymore. Okay, so 270 gold remaining. Do I want to just buy a crummy land unit out of my barracks, or do we want another, like, merfolk, perhaps? Could be a couple more turns before we have this. Once we have this, we're buying harpoon ships and cannons out of it, and it will be impossible for them to hold this area, right? I kind of think the play is maybe just save up. I don't know that I need another merfolk. I don't think I need to move my my witch. Although, I guess, actually, I kind of want to move somewhere up here, but I guess almost everywhere that I move, I can move here safely. I want to be a little closer to my other flyer, just in case. But I think we've got a pretty commanding position here. I also think that I was not expecting for one map to take up the whole episode when I said that we were going to do a double episode. Okay, so a lot of irrelevant stuff's going on. We do have to keep an eye on that harpoon ship. It is legitimately dangerous. They hurl the spearman against Caesar and it dies, and then they bring another fresh unit up because that knight is no longer a threat. But battle pops are just never a threat to commanders. It's just not how things go. They move their flyer into harpoon range, which is not ideal play. So I would like, I think, to be as far this way as I can be while still being in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hold on, let me move this ship first. I can just move down to here and start blasting at their buildings and stuff. The turtle's going to clear out their cannon ship. I don't have to worry about doing anything there. Although, actually, if the turtle clears out their cannon ship, then it's going to die. I also don't actually have to clear out this cannon ship. Yeah, let's just do this. I'm just gonna, like, uncap their buildings and stuff. Start doing economic damage. You can knock that guy out. And yeah, that's perfectly safe. No more of that nonsense. You end up right there, attacking this guy for 90%, and then my witch finishes him off. We still have unquestionable control of the sky over here. You know what? Oh, I can't load up in the barge while it's not at a beach, even if I'm a naval unit. I can't just climb up over the side for some reason. You should really be waiting right there. Well, do we want to move the trebuchet forward more than I want to just take the shot? I think so. Let's see. You can just get in the water here. It will not be a lethal attack. So the fin movement type is 1 point in all kinds of water. 1, 2, 3, 4. So from here I can still capture the building next turn. Just make things a little bit easier on my poor ship. I also could do the Inspire this turn, I guess. I would want to use one of the cannon ships to just shoot this guy. I think I'm just going to let this thing live because of how little of a threat it poses. We'll have my turtle fall back. To use this cannon ship to kill that guy. Then roll the trebuchet forward a bit. Have Caesar still standing in front of it. Caesar is going to need to heal at some point. I'd really like to do that off of a building that we claim down here rather than falling back for it. Or even if we can just keep him from taking damage for a little while. We can do that. I don't think I want to use Inspire yet. Yeah, I guess let's just keep this guy right here. We'll take out the Battle Pup. Move Caesar up, be careful about it, because he's low enough to be in some significant danger. Or we could move this guy to here. Move the trebuchet to, like, here. Which is a little far forward, a little aggressive. But then have Caesar stand between them, right there, and Inspire. Keeps Caesar out of harm's way, lets the swordsman be the front line, and lets me shoot something with my treb right away. I should have thought this through a little bit more, because I could have moved the cannon ship to here before firing, and then it would have gotten a second turn as well. But I actually like this. This is pretty good. So here I'll take out, or at least severely weaken that guy. They'll bring the giant over. That's fine. See, it'll be very, very easy to kill, and it won't deal very much damage right now. And then, like, we have a lot of local control without Caesar being in any danger. Yeah, good. Alright, I would like to be in a deep water space, please. Although, maybe it would be best if I didn't put myself somewhere critical. To do this, weaken him even more. Then he's definitely dead next turn. This ship is going to need repairs, but we'll have a place where we can do those repairs. This turtle just backs up and heals right here, I guess? Yeah, the fact that the AI can't heal their units from buildings, but you can, sure does give you a massive advantage. And then here we can hire, like, a knight of our own. We'll catch up and be a real danger. And we save. This is a big mission, and there's nothing you could do that would make it not take a long time, but I'm definitely making it take longer than it has to. Okay, Trebuchet's drawing a lot of attention, which is fine. I like this because we have this cluster of really easy to kill enemies here, so now Caesar can recharge his Wargroove really quickly. So one thing we definitely have to do over here is get rid of that guy. Because our Harpy is going to be a huge asset, unless it gets shot with lightning. You're kidding. Man. What luck. Definitely recap this. Cool, you've moved to a place where I can crit you. Actually, still can't kill it. Whatever, it'll be very, very low here. Feels like we're doing a lot of minimum damage hits, doesn't it? Okay, so you're going back to recap that. I guess you could just knock this out. And right here, I actually have a shot. And the back and forth will favor me because I fired first. And next turn, I'll actually even be able to move into a reef to continue fighting. So I suppose we ought to do that. They haven't bought a flying unit in a little while. It's like you're in no danger at all over here. And you know, the Hex is actually something that we should consider. I've not used Hex at all. Okay, this turn a Hex is not very good, but soon. Like next turn, we might actually be able to do a really powerful Hex. Alright, so how do I want to do this? Not gonna lie, I was hoping that the Trebuchet wouldn't take quite this much damage. It's a little complicating. If we roll the Treb back, just to a cover position here, we move you up and attack this guy right there, or guaranteed lethal. Now the swordsman gets to crit their swordsman, and then we have the Harpy do something. I don't know, take out the knight probably. Doesn't much matter what. Take out the full health swordsman. Like, my swordsman's gonna die, and I've made my peace with that. If he absorbs one attack, he's done his job. And then we still have all this money. Like, all of a sudden I have money and position, and it feels pretty good. Next turn, we're going to be able to hire another cannon ship or something. We'll probably hire a harpoon first, just to establish a little bit more turtle safety, because we are having a turtle thing going on over here. And then we can heal our existing cannon off of it, and purchase another cannon like the turn after. So we should probably buy something, but I don't know what. I'm gonna get a turtle over here. And I think I'm just gonna save. A turtle can get to a place where it matters pretty quickly. And we do have to be wary of the cannon that they just bought, because it's in a position to be a danger. Alright. Well, first things first. Yeah, let's just finish this off. Next, I mean, they don't actually have any turtles nearby, and they're bringing in flying units and stuff. I wonder if it is better to just get a harpoon ship right now. Even without the turtles, making sure that our flying units maintain air superiority in the area is pretty good. You are definitely going to bomb out that knight. Okay, 2%. That was very nearly the maximum amount of damage. Oh my god, you have so little move. I actually can't get on the reef. I have to move to here this turn and then get on the reef next turn. That sucks. Alright, so this turtle gets over here. I can recapture this and then come over and recapture that. Doing a lot of recapturing. If this guy wants to actually get in range to fight, he can get turtled himself. He can stop just south of that. Make sure that my flyer stays safe. I guess the flyer can't really go anywhere. You just finish that job. Oh. That's a shame. I could kill it. That's possible. I guess I should just recapture this. I kind of can't believe they didn't finish him off. You don't have a move. You have a move. Yeah, I don't suppose there's any reason for this knight not to run the maximum distance forward. Yeah, you can tank for us a little bit for a moment here. So I want to get my witch as close to their witch as I possibly can without making myself vulnerable. Oh, I moved a little too close. You know what? If this guy wants to move forward and shoot the witch, that's actually totally fine for me. And what we probably want over here, actually, is an alchemist. It's going to take a minute for it to get to a relevant position, but I think that's going to be pretty good for us. Because the harpoon ships have considerable range, but they're also very slow. This thing's not going to be in range for a little while, and it's also vulnerable to attack. Okay, yeah, let's just take the reinforce. That's not bad at all. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that turn. You can run over here and finish this. I don't want to expose Caesar to too much danger. But I do want to keep him in front of the trebuchet, so maybe like this and this. Okay. I do wish that you could zoom out a little bit. So maybe the better play for the barge is actually to wait over here. We can load stuff in and like move it down to this side. Yeah, that's probably better. Alright, this is a big level. Okay, no big surprise there. Okay, Alchemist kills himself and deals no damage. Okay, pretty much what we expected. I mean, the turtle probably ought to just take out the harpoon ship. This turtle can't quite reach anybody. Come down here, though. Let this guy know what's up. If he wants to come over and shoot at me, he's welcome to do so. You can finish uncapping this building. Our terrible 1 health but unkillable swordsman to recap it. The crit is just not adjacent to its own allied witch. So there's nothing we can do to get our own unit not to get crit on the counterattack. So be careful not to have my harpoon ship be shootable by this cannon. Yeah. That's actually really crappy. That keeps us from going anywhere that I want to go. Okay. So, my knight gets to kill something for free. May as well be a thing that's at full health, right? You have 7 move. I'm wondering about just like doing this. And I don't want to attack with my harpy. Maybe I do. What I'm thinking here is that if I'm not careful, I could lose my own witch. I guess this doesn't let the harpy counterattack, but it's hard for me to control the harpy this way. If I just run forward... Well, I guess if I run forward, I get hit by the archer. And their witch will also be able to hit me, so I lose my witch for sure if I don't attack their witch with it. And then we can have our harpy run over here and probably just kill it. Because their harpy gets to do whatever it wants for a turn, which is crummy, but probably better than the alternatives. Okay. That situation is, like, extremely controlled. That's a pathable space. So, anything that we purchase from the barracks this turn could get loaded up and get dropped off over here. What would I want it to be? It could be an archer. Actually, that's pretty good. Spire Ranger, we could load it up and sail it down to here or here. We'll see what makes the most sense. And then, like, you finish this guy off because you don't really have another play. And some of these ships are going to have to start moving around. %80 damage to the merfolk. Right now his only target is the turtle. Maybe I ought to keep it that way. Okay, that seems pretty good. I didn't actually do anything with Caesar. You know, he doesn't have very much to do. I guess let's put him in a position where he's going to be a threat to that archer. I don't want to get arched, but they're not going to be able to kill the knight, so... If they use both of these... Actually, they're totally going to be able to kill the knight. What I should do with Caesar is just move him to some place where the cannon can't shoot him. Yeah, that makes sense. I keep doing that thing where I'm acting like the land and the water are totally separate. That is not the case. That cannon is totally a part of this battle. Okay. No big surprise there. This is gonna kill him? Yeah. Which means the archer can move forward and attack Caesar, although not very hard. Alright, so my witch does not quite have a kill on that guy. They maybe overcommitted that archer a little bit. Give me a free kill. Here I don't get my crit, but I do get to show this guy who is the boss pretty hard. He's not a threat anymore. And I am now done caring about him. Yeah, you know what? I would rather uncap this than finish that guy off. Caesar gets a killing blow, which is good for his Wargroove. My alchemist is still way too far away to be part of the battle. And they don't really have any units. For some reason. Have we really been working them over that hard? Shouldn't they have... Yeah, I don't know where all their stuff is. Okay, well. Reinforce for what you can reinforce for. You handle him, since apparently they're done buying ships. Alright, the two flyers finish off that flyer. We definitely need to get some heals on this witch, or get another witch or something. And I do believe that this battle is functionally over. This guy can run over here and cap stuff as we uncap it with the cannons. I have 1,000 gold. I should not pass the turn. Also, I do have other stuff going on over here. Well, one thing I'm going to buy is... I guess I can buy him here. Let's buy a merfolk. We're going to need more capturing ability. And then also a new knight. And he'll just run to catch up with the battle. Have we really... Like, I guess we've damaged their economy pretty badly. They still have a lot of money, actually. Alright, the swordsman can just turn around and recap that. He has so little else to do, you know? Pretty easy to imagine that this is the right call. Let's just continue uncapping all of their stuff slowly, piece by piece. Okay, I can only unload you from a beach. Probably best to get this guy over here. Over here, we can get a crit on the trebuchet, which just makes it a tremendous waste of money. Cannon ships are crazy powerful. Okay, so we have a lot of units that are kind of wounded. Unfortunately, I can't get the cannon into a place where I can throw the heal on it, but we'll just throw a heal right here. And I think I want this cannon ship to go around the outside. I think that's a little bit better. I don't think we need 2 cannon ships in the middle, probably. As soon as I said that, I was like, no, wait, maybe that's wrong. Well, you can't even attack flying units. Can't throw the spears hard enough. So, I think I'm inclined to just ignore this dude. Uncap this building so they can't hire anything else from it. They'll be able to kill my flyer, but I don't know that I'm too concerned about it at this point. And getting control of that is going to be pretty powerful for us. We'll be able to kill their stronghold, like, very shortly afterward. Move Caesar forward. He's got his Inspire ready. Honestly, like a Trebuchet move, Inspire, Trebuchet turn coming up is going to be very, very, very powerful. I think we may have them. Like, it might not be this turn, it might be next turn, but I think we are in really good shape here. Alright, so kill that guy. I'd be a little careful with Caesar. It would be a shame if he died at this point. Oh hey, remember when I was gonna, like, utilize the... Yeah, let's uncap that. Can you utilize the checkpointing feature? Okay, so let's see here. I want this thing to move pretty far forward. I can't quite... I'm trying to figure out how I can get the Inspire to hit as many units as possible. I think the answer is Trebuchet here. This guy goes... One of the Alchemists heal, and then get inspired. I might have this guy just move to here. He shouldn't really do anything, right? Have the Alchemist move to here. Heal like that. It's more important that he hits Caesar than that he hits the Trebuchet. Then we do an Inspire. Wake all these guys back up. Have the Trebuchet roll forward again. And have the Alchemist go with it. The Alchemist captures this. This thing doesn't do great damage to Trebs, right? Yeah, 15. And the Archer does 30. So the two of them together won't be able to kill this. But I want to move the Trebuchet to a position where it's crit on this thing. And then we'll heal it and do whatever we have to do to make it work. So it needs to be at 5 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not bad, and it is a space that has some defense. Better than on the road. All right, and if they run forward like crazy to kill the Trebuchet, that at least gives us some room to do some other stuff, right? Because it'll take everything they have to be much of a threat to it at all. Oh, what about a hex? Let's see. I can hex from 4 spaces away. It does 10 damage? Yeah. It will probably pull the attention of the Archer onto the flying unit. It will definitely pull the Ballista, which I don't want to do. But I guess let's just move him to here. And I'll move the turtle around to this side, like we'll be ready to attack stuff that's coming this way. They've sort of just lost control of the water entirely. Actually, maybe I want this guy to come around to get dropped off over here somewhere. This seems maybe unnecessary at this point. Okay. So cannon ship on the inside. 1 cannon ship on the inside will be able to attack the barracks. Oh no, 2. Both of these spots can attack the barracks. Or the stronghold. They have like no ability to hire anymore. I don't know if it helps us to hire at this point. I don't know if the units will get here fast enough for it to matter. Well, we should get something. Let's get another warship, I guess. So Caesar's not in any danger. Okay, they are going hard after the trebuchet, which is absolutely fine. We get to take some vengeance for that immediately. Oh, you're one space too far away. No. Yeah, they don't really have a lot of play here. Can't quite get to that guy. Uncap, recap. Trebuchet hits the building for not as much as I would like. We definitely get to take out the dog. But mostly what this guy is here for is to discourage that flyer, right? I don't quite have the movement to hit it. Even if the trebuchet was not there, I still wouldn't quite be able to hit it. Yeah, let's just do this, run forward. I think what we do with the alchemist is have him drop a heal. The witch cannot be in heal range without being trebable, but also the trebuchet is weak enough that maybe that doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm gonna go right here and cast Hex, which I've never done before. And is not even particularly good in this situation. But I think that heal was extremely good. You're not really a threat. I'm going to move to here, just to be maximum threat to you. That's not what I meant. I'm really good at clicking on the spaces near the enemies. And then with that heal, I think I do just go right at the stronghold, because this would, like, the cannon plus the trebuchet, whatever's left of it, plus whatever other units we can get over here. I think they're probably dead on this turn. Which means that I don't really need to move these units, but just in case I'm, like, miscalculating or something, seems like it's probably a good idea. I'm not going to hire anything at any of those distant spots, though. Well, let's see how many stars this is. I'm guessing 1. Okay. That's a move that matters. That does some damage. That actually does reduce the amount of damage we're going to do to the stronghold by some. Not enough, I think, though. Hold on. If I have the alchemist just drop a heal right here, I'm pretty sure the extra health of the trebuchet will make this guaranteed. Yep. Alright, as always, the answer seems to be trebuchets and cannon ships, which are the trebuchets of the sea. Our piratical operation has gone bust! Hooray! Thanks for all your help, Mr. Dog! You couldn't even learn his name. There's no way it's not etched on that sweet armor collar he has. That being said, he's a medieval-ish villager. He probably can't read, I guess. Let's find you a treat. We're not very good at this. Not very good at what? At this. At being outlaws. We're not so bad. No, he's right. We're rubbish. But think about it. Every time we get set up, that dog comes along and ruins everything. Traditionally, that's not the sort of thing that happens in a well-oiled, streamlined enterprise. We went into this to make gold, but we're hemorrhaging funds. Never mind funds, I'm black and blue all over. I'm tired of getting beaten up by a dog. Yeah, that would suck. But think of the good times, the freedom. We make our own hours. We take time off at the drop of a hat. Greg, you're kidding yourself. I just want to do something I'm good at again. Yeah, I think I'm going back into accounting. You should, Neil. You were a great accountant. I'm going to open the haberdashery back up. Congratulations. It's tough to admit when you've made poor choices. But embracing that fact and deciding to try something else, that's very brave. It's commendable. I agree, Neil. Congratulations to you two. I'm very proud of the both of us. But not that guy. Nobody's proud of that guy. Now, we need to find a boat home. Port's this way. This would be where you want to insert another joke, a closing joke. Paul, can I come and work at the haberdashery? Of course you can. And can I be the general manager? No, Greg. No, you can't. Come on, let's get going. There's always like one line of dialogue too many. Okay, hey, that was a 3-star performance. Apparently, not an S, but I'll take it. And it only took us 100 minutes. 100 real-world minutes. I'm a little torn as to whether to do another side mission, which could end up being quite long, or just go back to puzzles. I guess let's do a couple more puzzles. That'll be the last of the Caesar levels. We really must be getting close to the end of this. I will say that one of the things I wanted to do this year was put more stuff out on the channel. I was putting out what I would describe as an okay amount of content, but I like a lot of games. A lot of games come out that I'm into, and I want to be able to show more of them off. And also, I mean, just like, to be crass about it, if I make more videos, I get more money, right? That's how ads work. What I have learned through the start of this year is that 4 series running simultaneously, 4 videos a day, absolutely sustainable, pretty comfortable. 5 series is pushing it. Some days it's okay, some days it's way too much. So we'll definitely be going back down to 4 series after some of the stuff that we're currently running ends. Okay, sorry, what does your thing do again? Oh, the bombs. Right. Care must be taken to ensure that they are not destroyed by ranged units before they reach their target. So let's play around with this a little bit. One thing I really like about the puzzles is they give you the opportunity to just mess with stuff. Mess with the Wargrooves in a way that's not easy to do in real missions because of how long some of the cooldowns are. So if I move to right here and detonate... Okay. They do not, however, do diagonal damage, right? Yeah. Like, one thing that I would have really liked from this little video of the bombs working is for them to actually attack units, right? Like, they could have units set up such that the bombs are adjacent to some of them and diagonal away from others, and you can see them not doing damage to the things they're diagonally away from. And they can just move around. I don't have to detonate them on the turn that I place them, except obviously here. I do, because it's only a single turn. Alright. So those are powerful, and they certainly give us some options. I do think them only exploding on the units that are orthogonally adjacent maybe makes them a little too weak. The Wargrooves are certainly not balanced against each other. I'll say that. Some of the Wargrooves are really crazy powerful, and then some of them are total garbage. And presumably the way they tried to balance that is the charge speed, but I don't know that it goes far enough. It's hard for me to imagine even... I don't know what very fast means, but it's hard for me to imagine, like, Magnus's Wargroove is worth using most of the time. Seems like very frequently you're just going to want to attack with him instead. So we don't actually have a lot of ways of hitting Emmerich here. I think the core issue with this level is just that we do not have a lot of opportunities to actually deal damage. So each bomb deals 40% or 50% of the damage that Koji would deal by himself. Which means that if we hit Emmerich with both bombs, it'll do about 41%, right? Alright, and now that we're back in puzzle mode, I actually want to turn off the damage ranges, because when it's only displaying one number, it tells me the exact number that the attacks will do. So this spearman can't be a part of the thing. He can't reach anybody. We can ignore him. This guy could move into a position that would allow me to get a spearman crit on one of these two, if doing so is useful. I'm not convinced that it will be. This guy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces away from Emmerich, so getting a crit with him seems like it's probably going to be pretty valuable. Unfortunately, a bunch of our units are just too far away to be meaningful to the battle. Alright. Let's take this guy out. And the purpose of that Nope, never mind. The purpose of that was seeing if I could get this dog through any further, but the trees are slowing him down too much. So this Warpup isn't actually useful. Warpups crit when another dog is adjacent to the target, but we can't make that happen. This guy's going to run out and deal some damage. You're going to deal some damage here. Okay. This Warpup can clear this guy. We can get rid of you, which we can't. Oh no, I totally can. But wouldn't I rather have this guy attack Emmerich? Well, I'm not going to do very much damage, I guess. These two together would clear the archer. And this guy can't attack Emmerich. So we're not losing any damage on Emmerich by doing this. Then we have a 41 damage Knight crit, which is powerful. It's a good start. The question is whether we can get Koji's bombs onto Emmerich in a single turn. Oh man, you can't get anywhere. Like, I want to have the swordsman attack from here, the spearman attack from there. Right, that's another 33 damage. I only actually have to get one bomb onto Emmerich to do the job. How much movement do the bombs have? Does it say that in the codex? Nope. Absolutely should. There's a lot of, like, really important information about how the grooves actually work that's just not in the codex. But basically, my question is, do I have to kill this guy to get... Yeah, I totally do. Okay, well... So you have 5 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, actually it won't help. So the spear bombs can't be used to attack Emmerich then. Which means that the puzzle is not solvable the way I have done it. Let's see, we could like detonate right here. And then have you detonate. It doesn't matter, actually. Never mind. We're just trying to think of like any way that we can get any more damage out of this situation, but nope. Okay, so if Koji can't bomb Emmerich under any circumstances, so like we figured out how to get the knight in. It's a very expensive process in terms of units, but it doesn't actually sap any of our Emmerich damage. Because, well, it saps a little tiny bit. Only the archer could have attacked Emmerich in the first place, out of all these units. But over here, we do have stuff that can attack Emmerich, so we have to be very careful about wasting units' turns. Actually, how much damage... How much... Okay, Koji has 4 move. So I could stand here and summon the bombs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the trick is just that this guy has to move first. And he doesn't have to move anywhere in particular, I don't think. Let's just do this with him. Right, and if I spawn the bombs there and there, they can both hit Koji. Or they can both hit Emmerich. Okay, and that's the solution. That plus the thing we did earlier. Let's have you move in and do this. You move in and do this, which is just overkill. Okay, now I have to remember what the thing we did earlier was. So this battle pup... Let's see. You do that. Battle pup gets hit. Then we gotta kill this guy, which we did with this alchemist and this archer. Okay, we got there. That one was basically just, can you figure out you have to move this spearman? Who's good at counting? Turns out me, the second time, sometimes. Listen, I only have most of a mathematics degree. Get the Heavensong villager to the other side of the bridge in a single turn. Also, you know, once you get to the good math, you lose. I mean, probably people... you gotta get this villager to here in a single turn. Okay. People who have done some high-level mathematics will probably sympathize with me here. Once you get to the good math, you lose the other math. It gets pushed out of your head. Somewhere around the time that you get to double integral calculus, you just lose the ability to add and subtract, and it never comes back. How are we going to clear all the units we have to clear? Because the way we do this, right, pretty obviously, is these guys have to die so the villager can make it to the wagon, and then all three of these guys have to die so the wagon can make it where it's going. It moves 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, that is indeed what we are doing. So, we have some ships. This barge can't possibly be part of the solution. This guy can't possibly... Yeah, you can't hit anything that matters. You can't hit anything that matters. So most of these units are decorative. This guy also can't hit anything that matters. Can we kill this ship? No. If we could kill this ship, this guy could get close enough to attack the alchemist. But it's probably better to just shoot the alchemist with the cannon, right? And again, we have the bombs. So my immediate inclination here is to have the bombs go there. We can already remove the knight. So the bombs would actually only be attacking one space then. Let's just start trying stuff. So we clear the knight pretty easily. The turtle can't possibly kill anything that would open up the path. We don't have anything else nearby that can kill any of that stuff. Yes, this guy's not going to be able to get around to attack the alchemist. It may be the case that the bombs have to be used to blow up the giant, because we really don't have a lot of options for killing that giant. You can't quite get into a bridge space. Actually, we have almost no options for killing that giant. Villagers only have 3 movements, so yeah, these two do actually have to die. Alright, so without question, Koji's whole deal has to be killing that giant. Even then, we're going to have trouble putting the damage together, I think. So if I sit right here, and I just go Sparrow Bomb, Sparrow Bomb. They're flying units, right? So they will not have any problems here. Yeah, that's not good enough. This isn't even lethal. Ooh, I think I'm going to come up, like, way short here. Yeah, I only have 3 move in that space. Cost 2 to get into. So we can't walk around. We have to be able to move to here. Directly to here. We can easily kill the spearman from full health even. But we can't kill the giant at all. Yeah, okay, hold on a second. Let's go back. That giant is my primary concern. We either... It looks to me like we can't kill the giant no matter what we do. But I don't see a way to move the unit around it, unfortunately. You have 8 move? Oh, you know what? If we killed this turtle... Okay, hold on. If we killed this turtle, then you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Yeah, 7, 8. He'd be able to crit the giant with the cannon. So this turtle has to die. We could do 30 damage with this. Or... I'm trying to get my turtle over there, but it's not gonna work, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh no, I don't have to go around my own ship. If this ship were not here, we could go 1, 2, 3, 4... Or sorry, 1, 2, 3... Yeah, we totally have range. But we're starting to get into a place where it's like a lot of ships have to not be in places. Oh, sorry, no. This turtle is trying to kill this ship so as to allow this ship to move into firing range of that turtle. Which I can do. Yeah, we have exactly enough movement to just barely get range on that guy. This barge definitely doesn't have anything to do with it. I could do up to 20 damage to that cannon ship. Okay, which is enough. Alright, so we move here, clear that out. But this isn't gonna kill the turtle. So then I have to find one more source of damage for this turtle. And all that just lets us get a crit on the giant. Like, do I need to send one of Koji's bombs over here? Okay, let's definitely do this. We know that happens. Maybe I'm supposed to kill the archer without using the knight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the knight's how you're supposed to get rid of the alchemist. But we can't quite do that, can we? Now I'm trying to reevaluate for each of the units that I had previously dismissed. Is there a chance that they're actually part of the fight? The spearman doesn't quite get us there. Alright, hold on. Let's spawn the bombs. Here and here, let's say.
Yeah.
Have this bomb go out here. Actually, will this even do damage to a turtle? Yeah, it totally does. Okay. It says it does damage based on the amount of damage he would do to... Yeah, Koji's maximum damage to nearby units. But Koji can't normally do damage to turtles, so I was not feeling certain on that. Okay, so this lets me do that, which is 90%. Okay. Then this guy has to clear the spearman. And that means this guy can clear the giant. Which means I can do this. And this. And then the knight handles this guy. And there we go. That's the solution. It's a real Baba is you moment there. Where the actual solution is, no, you're wrong. You didn't figure out the constraints correctly. Alright, let's try one more. Take Caesar to victory in a single turn. Okay, Caesar levels are always going to be a little bit complicated because you have to figure out where the Inspire goes. Alright, well, what about you? You get to kill something. And any one of these things can be killed. So, our challenge here is getting the giant in, probably. Giants do 40 damage on a hit to a hero. It might be like have the giant go somewhere and deal some damage and then inspire him. But if I could clear the battle pop, I could have the giant move to right here and attack. Although he's not inspirable from there. As what we really want is for the giant to be here. Attack Magnus, have Caesar inspire him from this position or this position. He gets to attack again. He only does about as much damage as Caesar does, so that's kind of like just trading one for one. But as long as Caesar's Inspire picks up one other unit at the same time, it's definitely a net positive. So, how are we going to make more units able to hit? Hooves, it costs 3 move to get hooves through tree spaces. So probably we can't make this knight make it over here. We can kill the archer trivially, but I don't know that it's valuable to do so. How much damage does it take to kill a gate? Quite a bit. I'm assuming gates use the building damage profile. Yeah, the building damage profile is even a picture of a gate, so... We don't actually have a lot of options for getting rid of this battle pop. Because you are so badly wounded, you don't really... Like, my initial inclination from seeing these wounded units here is that this alchemist should come down here and heal. That means he can't be used to clear this alchemist, though. Maybe he doesn't need to be. If we don't clear this alchemist, how does that even affect us? This guy can't get over to fight anyway. Yeah, I don't think we need to kill that guy. Killing this guy is, like, maybe a way to let the knight through. Oh, I only have $100. I cannot, in fact, do any healing. Well, then you have no role other than this. So then how are we going to get damage through here? Like, if we bring more bodies down here, we can finish this guy off. Then maybe we actually can run the knight through. I mean, I'd have to get Caesar pretty far over for that to work. Yeah, that's not relevant. I can't get into a position where I can try to clear the way at all. You have the foot movement type, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But, you know, this at least does put him in a position where he's easy to inspire. You can't quite get a kill there. The archer can't get into a position to be inspired. This one's got a lot of little parts, unfortunately. It's a lot of things that could be useful but might not be. The value of knocking out the door here would be that if we killed the door and the spearman, the knight would be able to run through and hit Magnus, and then we could have the giant run through and hit from this side, and then Caesar could stand right there and inspire, and both of those units hitting twice, I think, is lethal damage right then and there. The question is just, could we actually do that? Let's take it back to the beginning and try again. So this guy being dead doesn't actually matter, probably. We want to try to take out the gate and the spear. So, like, you could come down here and shoot at either of these guys. The only reason I would even think about shooting at this guy is that this alchemist could do some good damage to that spearman, but maybe that's not necessary. Unfortunately, we will not quite do lethal damage with just the swordsman plus the archer. We got rid of this guy. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and do an alchemist crit. And that's actually something I totally have enough damage for. Okay, so that clears that dude. Doesn't leave me with much... Doesn't leave me with much ability to clear this guy, though. You definitely can't kill anybody relevant. Yeah, I think the trebuchet is a red herring on this one. So we'd have to kill... Let's see, if I get rid of this guy, our alchemist can come through and crit that spearman. This swordsman is unlikely to have any other role. Let's do that. Then you can just barely make this move, and you have just barely enough health to pull it off, which makes me feel like it's the right play. But how are we actually going to destroy the gate? Even if I remove the alchemist, I can't run the knight through like that. He would have to go through the gate. We can move the archer to a position where you can shoot the gate, but I don't know, like, it's not enough damage for it to be meaningful. Yeah, he's not going to be able to hit anything for enough for it to matter. These spearmen can't contribute at all. They're way too far in the corner. Yeah, I just don't have this one. You know what? Let's look at one more. Like I said, we'll come back and do another pass on these after we finish the story and the arcade mode, probably. So... that was Desert Bones. Let's look at Nemesis. Take Mercia to victory in a single turn. Okay. So with Mercia, she is way too far away to fight anything, so she's definitely throwing a heal. I actually think this one looks like it's probably a little bit easier to figure out. There are fewer options to consider, at least. Okay, so you don't do enough to kill that guy by yourself. Just try to figure out, like, how do we actually get the units over to Sigrid to fight her? Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that this alchemist is not going to be able to kill that flyer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So we gotta get the flyer out of the way, we gotta get this guy out of the way, then we can get that great big knight crit. We cannot get a spearman crit. We can get a spearman attack, but no crit. I'll move you to here. Healing Aura is not going to catch the alchemist. We don't have enough money to use any of the alchemists for healing. Oh, 48%. Heartbreaking. Well, I mean, that's certainly suggestive of this being the correct heal. And that does allow me to heal a number of units who are actually in positions where they might be able to help. I really can't heal the units in the north very much. This alchemist is almost certainly not relevant, so the only thing I can heal up here is that archer. Moving to here is definitely wrong, because the units I can heal with this are like a subset of the useful units I can heal over here. This really looks right to me. Here, let's try it with this. Try it by starting here.
Healing aura.
Okay, now that you're at full health, you can actually get rid of that guy. Means that you could run up and hit this enemy from behind. Although maybe I should have had this guy. Yeah, you know what? That was probably an error right there. I should probably have had this swordsman deal with that so that the spearman could attack Ragna. Well, let's play out the rest of the level a little bit here, see if we can't figure out what else I might do. So the archer can't attack Ragna no matter what. And in fact, can't attack the flyer no matter what either. We have to take you down. That's just me clicking the wrong button. But even if we did this right, like, I just don't have the flyer. I'm not sure how to fix that. Alright, hold on. Let's wind it back here. Can I put Mercia into a position to heal someone, heal a better set of units if I kill a couple of things first? Like, if we... I can't quite get through you. We could take out this guy. That would let me... I think this is the spot, right? The heal goes 3 spaces out from where she's standing. Yeah, if we could stand right here, that would actually be pretty good. But I don't really have a lot of options for killing that battle pup. Okay, if I put them together, it's not lethal. Yeah, that's actually kind of tricky. Like 69 plus 22 doesn't quite get us there. Because if I was standing right here, it would heal all 4 of those units, and that seems like it's probably the right play. Give me more damage on the spear crit, or on the swordsman, or on the knight. It would heal this guy up to full, so he would actually kill the flyer in 1 hit. It almost has to be healing from here. She can't move to here, even if she didn't have anything in the way. She just doesn't have enough movement. This dog is right. So, it is a question of how we get that done. I guess if I remove the knight... Yeah, interesting. If I remove the knight, then the alchemist can walk like that and crit the dog, which probably is good enough. So what if I do like you to here and you to here, allowing this guy to step there? Is that enough damage? It totally is. And then that means Mercia can stand here and throw out the healing aura on a much better set of units.
Healing aura!
And all of a sudden, feels like we're in, yeah, it's like we're in much better shape. Okay, so now I have a couple of units that can attack from this side. 45% from this guy, and only 15 from this guy, but it's not nothing, you know? How do we get the rest of the damage through? 45 and 15 is not 70. If I know anything about math, it's that. This is non-lethal. Okay, but we can put the swordsman and the battle pup onto that. How much damage do you do? Is it at least 10? It is at least 10. Okay, I think we got it then. Unless I failed to carry a 1 somewhere again. No, we're totally good. Okay. That was a good one. I like that one. So it's not giving us a star count anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 of the 25 stars so far. That's not bad. Did I look at the last map? I think I did. I just wanted to look at it again to see where we were going. Yeah, that's intense. Alright, we'll figure it out. We will get there and we will figure it out. But I think that is going to have to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to try to release these videos when they're supposed to come out. But since Wargroove is sort of the video at the end of the schedule, it might get shifted like this once or twice more until we get back down to 4 series. I apologize in advance if that happens. But come back next time, which is hopefully tomorrow, to see another side mission, I think. And maybe also the next story mission, depending on how long it takes. And we'll see you then.